Welcome back. This is Answer Me This, part of the Fatherhood in Focus podcast. I'm Aidan, your host, dad, and founder of the Modern Fatherhood Club. Every week, we ask one uncomfortable question, not to shame you, but to sharpen you. Because this is about legacy, impact, and the man your kids actually see when you walk into the room. The world, yes, it's happy for you to just cope. We're here to help you choose how you show up, how you lead, and how you love. Before we dive in, if you haven't already, subscribe to the podcast, hit subscribe on YouTube, and grab some of our free fatherhood resources and join the Modern Fatherhood Club at themodernfatherhoodclub.com. Every resource we've built is designed to support you through those early, messy days right through to the years when they're shouting at you from across the room. All right, take a breath. This week's question is going to test you. This week we're going to talk the cost of constantly chasing and what it's teaching our kids. So this week, I want you to answer me this. What's the cost? The cost of success, the cost of failure, the cost of chasing your dreams, your goals, money, provision, protect, provide, serve. Is that all they see? So what? What are we teaching them? Are we teaching them distance, or are we bringing them in close, sharing stories and helping them realise what it takes to be a dad, a good man, a good partner, and a good leader? Or do they see the man? My question is this: who are you raising? What do they value? What makes them tick? What do they believe about themselves? And what are they going to chase down? As 2025 draws to a close, I need to breathe. I need to rest. I need to respect the effort expended this year. I need to think about what's next. If all my kids see is me chasing, I think they see what's wrong with society today. I think they learn to miss the opportunities to slow down, to re-energise, to think, to love, to laugh, to reset in readiness for the next stretch, to watch loved ones smile, laugh and enjoy connection and comfort of the people they love. Isn't this what they need? They don't need to watch me grind every second. They need to see me fully alive in the moments that matter. The floors are down in the house now. The renovations have concluded for the time being. The high roxes from 2025, they're done. Work, it's slowing down in preparation for a frantic early assault on 2026. Now it's time to play. Now it's time to wrestle. Now it's time to catch up on all that we've missed. In the old house, we played Spider-Man baddies. It's chaos. It's physically full on. And it's just a moment to be bold, loud, and wrestle until we're exhausted. Now the floors are down. This can become our tradition. Again, it's my time to unwind and their time to test themselves against whatever bad guy I decide to be. Now I have to admit, the first time we did it, I'd underestimated their growth, their strength. The boys are now into their 4th month of kickboxing, and the legs are stronger, the arms are stronger. And of course, with Max, there is no limit to his power, fists of Red Hulk and speed of Flash. Henry's strong legs and ready to push you away as you're trying to assert yourself on a situation with one on your back and one crashing into you after flying across the room. Man, this is what life is about. The shrieks of laughter and Henry asking, am I using full power? Am I at 100%? So what's the cost of slowing down? Taking a step back and immersing yourself in their world. This is only going to last so long. This is sacred time to be grateful. We're doing our best to protect them from screens, but as they're getting older, the lure of the screen time looms over every interaction. With winter in full swing and work winding down, now is the time to create the memories that will last their lifetime. I refuse to give in and push screen time, YouTube and gaming on them. Yes, at times it's making me unpopular, but I won't give in. I don't want to create zombies, conformists, puppets. I want them to be free-willed, full of life, and remember that they're just kids. Now is the time to give them what they need. Your objective, my friend, is this. Let them see you strong in stillness. That's where they feel your power the most. Because if you don't, then the more you carry, the more they feel it. I've fallen short before. You know I've burned out. Let stress turn me into someone who pushes the people I love away. Times where I let the pressure of performance steal my presence. Times I thought working more would solve that feeling of not being enough. But instead, it made me miss the moments that truly mattered. And those moments, you don't get them back. It cost me and it cost them. It stole time from us. It stopped us closing the gap. It stopped me focusing on what really mattered. Time when they needed me present, not productive. Think about it. We're all guilty of showing them stress, showing them burnout, showing them that sometimes being strong means pushing too far and then wondering why everything feels like it's falling apart. What they need now is for you to show them how to recover, what that recovery looks and feels like. If all they see is you grinding, they'll think that love is learned and earned through exhaustion, through commitment, through sacrificing what you need and what you love. That their worth is a product of their output, that rest is weakness. As a man today, this isn't the legacy you can leave behind. They need to see what it means to be a dad, a man, and a good partner. They need to understand what values make you whole, what fills your cup, what makes you smile, what things matter more than anything else, what to prioritize, how and why that thing has to be above everything else. As busy as you are, you only get one chance to shape a life, only one chance to build an unbreakable bond. And that's the legacy I'm here to leave. So what about you? Now is the time to step back from the everyday chaos. Become intentional. Slow up when they need you. Build connection, confidence, and let them see dad disconnected from the outside world. The truth, you've got to be uncomfortable in the quiet, in the moments when nothing's happening, because that's when they're watching you most, when they're playing, laughing, winding down, and they look up to see if you're there, not working, not scrolling, just there. We all have hopes, goals and dreams. I'm not saying you put them on pause. What I'm saying is create dedicated time to just be there, to play, to separate yourself from the stress and the strain, to press pause on life and just immerse yourself in their world. How we show up is a representation of what we value, what holds worth in our hearts. What we prioritize is a direct reflection of getting our shit together, recognizing what they need and adjusting to it. Drifting? That's lazy. Making excuses, pushing people away, deliberately holding them at arm's length? Well, that's a calculated mistake. One you'll regret not too long from now. Strength isn't chasing harder. It's knowing when to pause, when to step back, recharge, and show up on full. If all they see is me running, they'll never learn how to rest. And that's a generational wound I refuse to pass down. Rest doesn't make you weak, it makes you ready. Presence doesn't cost you momentum, it gives you clarity. And if I want my boys to live bold, beautiful, balanced lives, I have to model that rhythm first. In a world that often feels like it's spinning out of control, recognize when you need to invest in those you love. Invest in the moments that matter and that you'll remember. It's okay to slow down and appreciate what you have, what you've worked for, and what you're going to leave behind. Your children benefit from dad being in the room, refreshed and prepared to just get lost in those moments. The question isn't, am I doing enough? It's, am I giving them what matters? Because one day they won't remember how hard you worked or the targets that you met. They'll remember that something kept you busy, something kept you apart, someone mattered more, something made you keep your distance. They'll remember if you looked them in the eye when they spoke, if you danced in the kitchen, if you raised the energy levels or hid behind the screen, found a place to hide, or if you slowed down when they needed you. And that's the target for right now. That's the man I'm still becoming. That's the place I need to lead from. So before we finish, who will they see today, this week? What one thing are you going to turn off to give you more time to enjoy the moments that matter? And if they're older, like my boys are, think about this. When they look at you this year, what do they think being a dad actually means? Is it being busy, holding it together, taking control, or making space? Do they see a man who works constantly to provide but is always tired? A dad who can't unwind and cannot get the balance right. A man who fixes problems fast but doesn't always listen long, loves their mum deeply but forgets to love himself. This week, just take a moment to reflect on the cost. The cost of protecting, providing, the cost of missing moments to connect. This week, work to meet them in the middle. Somewhere they feel safe, somewhere where you make it count. That this has been an incredible ride in 2025. So many things achieved, so many opportunities to take on more, deliver more. But let me take a moment. You have to pause. They have to see you smile. They have to see you laugh. They have to see you immerse yourself in family life. Stop creating distance, because one day when the door closes behind them and they fly the nest, your chance to shape their lives is gone. You'll always be there. You'll always be there for them, but they will make their own decisions, make their own choices. But the more you're here today, especially over the busy festive period, the more you disconnect from the outside world, the more they'll see you for who you truly are. That authentic leader, that authentic dad, partner and man. Let them see the real you. Be there this festive season. If you can, disconnect from the outside world, down to their level and play. Let them see what being dad is really like. All right, well, that's today's question done. You've just spent a few minutes doing what most of us avoid. Slowing down, being honest, and looking at how you're really showing up. And that matters. It matters more than you know. So remember, your kids, they don't need a perfect man. They need an honest one and a dad who's willing to reflect, reset, and lead from the front, even when he's tired, under pressure, or just coping more than he'd like to admit. If this episode landed for you, subscribe to the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe so you do not miss new episodes. And if you haven't yet, join us at the Modern Fatherhood Club. Grab some of our free resources. Check out our paid courses. Check out the New Dad Toolkit. Everything you need to know as a new dad to survive those messy early days. And check out the New Dad Recharge so that you can prioritize what's important going forward. And please look out for our new antenatal course, the Ultimate Dad Course. It's a course designed to get you connected early. Make the most of the opportunities to bond, make the opportunities to be there for your partner. It isn't about changing nappies. It's not about breastfeeding. It's not about burping baby. It's about you and helping you show up when your family needs you most. Look, I am not perfect and neither are you, but we're committed to leading with confidence, strength, openness and heart. Committed to giving our kids the version of us that's present, not just productive. Thank you for listening, for reflecting and for doing the hard work. This is the Modern Fatherhood Club. This is Answer Me This, part of Fatherhood in Focus, our podcast. I'm Aidan. Remember to lead from the front. Never underestimate the power you have over who they become. And I'll see you in the next episode.